but then on October 6th, he's negative, but then he just comes back positive for cocaine.
But she said she's going to get it on her.
Where did the cocaine come from?
To be honest.
Okay, let's start there.
Yeah, being honest, like I said, I've been doing, Your Honor, I'm being honest. I want to be honest. Lately, I'm an introvert, so I just be in the house. So I just being honest, and I'm just being honest. I don't want to lie.
No, but I still don't know where the cocaine came from.
And that won't happen again. I promise. I'll give you my word on that.
Today, we're in Judge Simpson's court, and the guy in front of her just won't stop talking. He talks nonstop like being quiet is a crime. Before the case even starts, he's already throwing out excuses. Nothing is ever his fault, and he still thinks he deserves sympathy. Watching him talk is like watching the worst plan ever. And the crazy thing? He really believes he's helping himself. Let's get into it.
There is a violation as well that should be in the file.
That's correct, Your Honor. Defense counsel, I did have a chance to discuss that. I told Mr. Turkis I wasn't sure if the court would want to move forward with the plea today.
I'm not going to want to.
Regarding the violation, there would be an admission, and with that admission, he has worked with CMH and gotten into additional programming. He was dropped off here today by
My counselor.
and he wants to continue to have negative tests, but obviously there's the positive test that just happened.
Well, the problem that I have is that the last testing that he has, he's been unable, then he missed a sample on October 6th. I'll accept his admission, but then on October 6th, he's negative, but then he just comes back positive for cocaine.
There was issues with his rent, and he's worked with his counselor, and he also wants to address the court.
Go ahead. Well, I think he's. Go ahead. What do you want to tell me?
As far as what I can tell you, being bluntly honest, well, I had an eviction on my door because I had my son living with me. So after that, I got that fixed. October the 7th, I think. But I was going through a bad time situation, so I take full accountability for the situation that happened. But when it comes down to, I got a bleeding ulcer. So when I called Cheryl, I told her I couldn't make it in because I was going through a bad spot, but she didn't answer the phone. So I still came in, and I tried to use the bathroom. I got bipolar depression, anxiety. I waited a whole hour. And because she told me I can wait in there. So I waited an hour in there sitting, and I still couldn't use the bathroom because of my respiratory system. So it's been going bad, but it's getting better because ever since that I've been coming to drop, I was using alcohol, but ever since I've been coming to drop, I haven't used no alcohol. So my body is getting better. So when I went in on October the 15th, I dropped, and like I said, I take full responsibility for the situation that happened, but I have been clean, but I went through a rough patch, a little episode. So, I mean, I'm just being honest. I take full accountability. I made a mistake. I went down there. I told my counselor. So my counselor, they didn't want me to ride the bus. So they brought me here.
You have an upcoming appointment?
She made an appointment for CMH to get, I got an appointment for CMH to go in there and talk to them. She said she's going to stay there for like 4 or 5 days from now because I had to come to court. She wanted to take me today, but instead she had to bring me here.
What's your appointment date?
She says she's going to put it, she put it in the system, but she says she's going to get it on her.
Where did the cocaine come from?
Well, to be honest.
Okay, let's start there.
Yeah, being honest, like I said, I've been doing, Your Honor, I'm being honest. I want to be honest. I've been doing fine. I picked up a little weight, like Miss Marilyn, my landlord, she said, you've been doing fine. But I just got into a bad spot in my life, and I'm just being honest. I just want to be honest. I don't want to lie to nobody, and I made a mistake. I just made a mistake. But after that, I've been going down there talking to my counselor every day. And everything's going swell because they're keeping tabs on me. They do wellness checks at my house because of my bipolar. But what happened was I had got around, but I'm taking accountability, but I just got around the wrong people when I went out and was hanging out the one time I did hang out, and late.
This man clearly doesn't understand what taking responsibility means. It feels like he searched online for how to avoid jail right before court. He keeps saying honest and accountable, but all he does is explain and blame everything around him. He blames eviction, health problems, bad friends, even his personality. None of that is a real excuse. If he actually wanted to take responsibility, he would just say, "I messed up," and stop talking. But instead, he keeps adding more and more stories. The more he says he's honest, the less honest he sounds. Everyone in the courtroom is tired of his excuses. Then he goes into a long story about his daily routine: ping pong, dominoes, books, counselors, grocery trips, calling his mom. But none of this explains why he tested positive for cocaine. When the judge asks him directly, he gives another long story about his brother, the bus, meeting random people, and being in the wrong place. Still no real answer. Finally, the judge cuts him off. She takes away his bond and moves the case to next week. He's taken into custody. This man talks way too much. He shared his whole life story, but none of it answered the only question that mattered. Why did he test positive for drugs? He talked so much it felt like he was doing a podcast. But talking doesn't fix the problem. The judge wasn't fooled, and that's why he lost his bond. Do you think he'll really stay clean next time? Or was all that just another excuse?